Happy New Year, comic heads. Cash Cow back with another video. Now, 2022 was a good year for me for comic books. I did my thing. Anybody, if you can, go back, check that the past video of my highlights. But it's that time again. We in 2023. Time to give you guys my top 10 comic wish watch list. Alright? Guys, number one, we're going to start off with Amazing Spider-Man number 13, which happens to be the first appearance of Mysterio. This is another one of those classic villains of Spider-Man that I've always wanted, and I just have a feeling that eventually we're going to get the Sinister Six. So I'm trying to get all my Sinister Six villains together. So far I have Sandman, Kraven, Electro. I don't have Mysterio, I don't have Vulture, and I don't have Doc Ock. So I got 3 out of the 6. So I got 50% out of them. So I'm trying to get those, So the first one is Amazing Spider-Man number 13. Next, we got Hawkman number 4, the first appearance of Zatanna. Oh man, this book I've been wanting for quite some time, and it started coming more and more on my radar, and I was like, okay, this may be a time to pull the trigger, especially with James Gunn taking over DC. Got a feeling he's gonna put some stuff out there that's gonna be worthwhile. DC's gonna see a bump in the comics also. I told you guys a few months ago, I think they're gonna get this right. I think they're on the right path. I think we're gonna finally see DC comics competing with Marvel comics. It might get real once he get. Hey, he might turn Blue Beetle into a powerhouse. You never know. Blue Beetle could be the next, Miles Morales or something. Who knows? You don't know. You see what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, so just give the man time and let him work, right? Next, number 3, I got Goon number 1, 1999, I want to say, maybe 1999, which is the second appearance of Goon. I definitely want to get a hold of that, even though it's not the first appearance. I'm in love with the cover of the book. It's the second appearance. It's still highly sought after. And it's been times where they talked about optioning Goon for a series or a movie or something like that. But even if that doesn't happen, I still want the book. The book is very highly sought after. It's not a very, you don't see it often in people's collections. You gotta really be one of those collectors that wants that type of stuff to have it. I always wanted it, so I'm gonna scale it and figure it out. But I'm gonna get that book this year. Next, number 4, we got Journey into Mystery number 85, which is the first appearance of Loki. Oh man, this book, a little on the expensive side, of course, because the first season of Loki was phenomenal. That did a very good job, and that definitely raised the price of this book up tremendously. Now we know that we're getting a Loki season 2, most likely probably this year. So we have to figure something out. I'll take a low grade. If I get a 1.0, I'm happy. Anything past that, I'm ecstatic. But I'm definitely keeping my eye out on that book. Alright, so that's number 5. That's number 4. Sorry, number 4. Number 5, Amazing Spider-Man number 6. The first appearance of Lizard. Definitely want this book. This is another one of those classic Spider-Man villains that I've actually always wanted. And it's like when you notice, like, the the Spider-Man run, like those first 20 is like classics. Well, even after that, like it's just Amazing Spider-Man is just so deep, but just the totality of the villains at the beginning of the first like 20, from Scorpion, Lizard to Green Goblin, to Doc Ock, Vulture, Chameleon, Craven, Electro, it just Mysterio. You just have so many classic villains, and then the fact that some of those villains that Spider-Man has actually go into other characters' stories. So you'll see Electro battling Daredevil. You'll see, even though Kingpin's not in the top 20, you'll see Kingpin fighting Daredevil. That's just how classic of a stable of villains he has. I say this all the time to myself. Nobody has a better villain list other than Batman. Batman and Spider-Man have the best villain list ever. Like they can deal with a Sinister Six 15 times over and it'll still be classic villains. That's how deep of a stable they have. That's number 5. I'm seeing hey, after he appeared in No Way Home, I kinda saw a bump, but I guess because he really didn't have a bigger part than what Green Goblin got or Doc Ock got, kind of took a little lull. But that's the time you get this stuff, so I'm definitely on the lookout for that. You can always get Lizard again. I mean, in the movie or show. So I'm definitely gonna try to get that. Hunt that down. Number 6, I got Batman Adventures number 12. All right. I had a first appearance of Harley Quinn a long time ago, guys, but it was a real low grade copy, and whoever was a previous owner or the owner before that definitely let mice get to it, so it had a lot of chewed up. Oh man, it was rough. It was complete. The book was complete. It's just literally every page at the edge of the comic, like when you turn, the mice had chewed on that, like, and I mean a lot, like noticeable. So I was like, yeah. So I ended up parting ways with that last year sometime. So I'm on the hunt for a better copy. I don't need a 9.4 or none of that. I don't worry about what people say. If you're gonna get a modern book, then you need to get a higher grade. I'm not worried about that. If it's a 7.5 or a 6.0, I'm happy with it. I'll take that any day. That book is hot, and it's only gonna continue to go up. Those DC books are getting ready to change the game. They're gonna shift some things, and I'm ready for it. So, with that, pressing on, literally, number 7, Diamond Press number 4. This is the first Hellboy prototype appearance. It's actually like I think it's an Italian comic, so it's very rare. You don't see a lot of those in people's collections, but I've seen a few appear on the market lately, so I'm definitely keeping my eye out on that. Very big fan of Hellboy. I have his I've had San Diego Comic-Con Comics number 2. I've had Next Men 21. I have all those, but I want that one. I want that Dime Press number 4. And I'm gonna keep my eye on that. And, hey, if I see a good deal, I'm gonna definitely pull the trigger. But next, number 8, Batman 251. This is a Neil Adams Joker cover. Anybody who's a fan of the Joker or DC Comics or just comics in general know that this is one of those DC Comics where that cover stands out tremendously. Neil Adams did a very good job on that. It's not really no significance other than the cover art. That's how you know Neil Adams, like his drawing of that was that legendary that it's not a first appearance or nothing. It's not anything. Nothing other than significance is other than the cover. but that cover is very highly sought after, especially if you're a Joker fan. All right, let's keep pressing. Number 9, Conan the Barbarian, number 1, 1972. That's his first appearance. Now, why I said 1972, they do have a few other Conan the Barbarians. Also, kind of like I put Conan the Barbarian in the same realm I put Kazar or Kazar. Like, they have number ones, and then they have number ones, and then number ones. It's like you get confused, but that's the one that I'm truly going after. And that one came out in 1972. That's his first appearance. They're talking about doing a remake of Conan. I remember watching the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as a child. I was like, oh, okay, this is, okay. I gave it a chance. Obviously, it stuck with me because I still want the book, right? So that's number 9. Now, number 10, and the last one, guys. Fantastic Four, number 12. It's the first Thing versus Hulk battle. Definitely want that. I've seen that kind of take a correcting in the market. For a while, that book was easily priced over $1,000. Easily over $1,000. Now I'm kind of starting to see certain ones drop into like the $700, $600 mark, and I'm like, okay, right time, I'm gonna snatch one up. But with that being said, guys, that's to complete my 10 that I'm keeping my eye out for 2023. With the past results of 2022, I end up getting 5 comics out of the 10. So I did half. But I still, like, even just because I didn't get that year does not mean that's, like, it's on my save list in any comic site I go to. Like, it's on my eBay list. I'm going into my LCS. I'm still looking for it. My goal is to always complete every watch list or wish list that I have. That being said, guys, comment what you guys are looking out for 2023, or what success did you get in 2022, or what comics did you not get in 2022 that you're still focused on in 2023. Remember, when it comes to comic collecting, guys, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. There will be deals to be had. You just have to be focused and you have to be patient. And it always happens when you least expect it, and you'll be like, whoa. Like, it'll just, yeah. Now, it do be sometimes where, hey, you may have to go up, punch in that clock, and pull that trigger and see what happens. Some you may have to. But when you're going after these comics, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure it's comics you actually want. Don't do it just on investment alone, because unless you're like getting a really super high grade, you kind of be disappointed. As you see, like, how the market's fluctuating. If you bought a lot of comics that was like a cheap spec, or not a cheap spec, but it was an overpriced spec, and then now it's not overpriced, and it's went back down, you can be really upset at that. And that kind of changes the way you feel about certain things in comic stuff. But, guys, cash cow another video. Bringing in 2023 for you guys. Be safe. Happy New Year. Keep up the hunt. And I'll see you again soon, guys. I'm out.